last on my list, but certainly not least, is my friend Ross. Ross has the dubious distinction of being a former Grassley intern. Back in his wayward youth.
25 years ago.
He's come a long, long way. And they've had quite a story in their family's life, and I'm going to let him talk to us.
So, one of the reasons I'm here today is, when I look and what my guiding principle is, I have two phrases that I use as a litmus test when I'm looking at what our legislators should do. The first is from the preamble of our Constitution, which is we the people of the United States of America in order to create a more perfect union. The other is from Martin Luther King Jr., who says, the arc of the moral universe is long, but it bends toward justice. These aren't just words out of our collective past. They're not simply lip service. They're a collective goal for each of us, and they're what we as citizens have a right to demand from our leaders. On March 23rd, 2010, when President Obama signed the ACA, the arc of the moral universe took a huge jump towards justice. The impacts were historic, and I don't need to go through all the numbers here, but 23 million more insured, a 40% reduction in the number of uninsured people as a percentage of our country. Now, think about those numbers for a second. How many of you have known somebody who's got health insurance in the past 5 years for the first time? 3 million jobs have been added in the healthcare industry. And we have a president who says he's going to be the greatest jobs president ever. Yet with this bill, how many jobs are going to disappear in that same healthcare industry? The reason I'm here today is because in July of 2011, my beloved wife of 21 years fell ill after a vacation to the Boundary Waters with a rare fungal pneumonia that nearly killed her. She was in a coma for 6 weeks just down the street from here at Methodist Hospital. She needed to learn to swallow again. She needed to learn to walk again. She needed to learn to live again. In the past 5 years, she's needed more than 10 surgeries to be able to speak. Despite the fact that we've been fortunate enough to have great health insurance since we moved to Iowa, we would have gone bankrupt had it not been for the elimination of lifetime insurance benefits that were a direct result of the ACA. So, you know what? This is pretty damn personal. Now, let's talk about why we're here for a second and what we demand of our leaders. I'm not here to say the ACA is perfect. There are still too many people uninsured, and a lot of them are uninsured because of the uncertainty brought on by this president who is saying, he's just going to let it collapse. Now, I work in business as well, and if somebody tells you he's going to let something collapse, are you going to go into new insurance markets? Are you going to try to provide insurance to people? No. He's purposefully spooking people out of these markets, and the effect of that is going to be that millions of people don't have health care in our country. So, I don't think I'm surprising anybody here by saying that there are issues with health insurance, that there are issues with the ACA. I know there's a lot of people here, and myself, think that there should be a public option and that possibly we want to move down the road to a single-payer system. Yeah. But here's what's important, and here's what we need to take away today. In this country, when we elect our leaders, we build a house, it's nice, might have a couple things wrong with it. Might have a leaky faucet, might have, some light bulbs that are out. But you know what? We hire our leaders not to tear down the house because it's got a couple problems with it. We hire them to fix it. And the house plan that David Young voted for, without even the benefit of seeing a CBO score, tears down that house that we're starting to build with regards to providing affordable health care for everybody in the United States. It's absolutely unconscionable. I know I could talk to you about this health care bill that just was released today that was arrived at in secret by 13 men. And you know what? 13 men. I'm trying to say something here. I see some women here. Do any women here consume healthcare? Do any women have any unique healthcare needs? Why did they not have a seat at the table for crafting a bill that is going to affect 1/6 of the U.S. economy? I just can't believe it. And you know, the bill that ultimately was released today is worse than I could have ever imagined. Wait for the CBO score next week. Millions and millions more people are going to be without health insurance if this bill, God forbid, should ever become law. So we have a week in front of us. 1 week before Mitch McConnell tries to put this to a vote. If he's to be believed, which I'm skeptical about. We need to tell Senators Grassley and Ernst in one loud voice that any CBO score that increases the number of uninsured people in the United States is completely unacceptable to us, that we will not let the moral arc of the universe bend backwards. We need to tell Senators Grassley and Ernst in one loud voice that any plan that exempts or that charges different rates to people with pre-existing conditions, that discriminates against people for being sick, is completely unacceptable to us, and that we will not let that arc of the moral universe bend backwards. We need to tell Senators Grassley and Ernst in one loud voice that any plan that doesn't provide for full coverage of preventative care, women's health care, contraception, immunizations is completely unacceptable to us, and that we will not let the arc of the moral universe bend backwards. We need to tell Senator Grassley and Ernst in one loud voice that medical bankruptcy needs to remain a thing of the past, and that it is completely unacceptable to us to pass any law that allows lifetime limits to be reinstated, because that moves the moral arc of the universe backwards, and it is unacceptable to us. Finally, we need to tell Senators Grassley and Ernst in one loud voice that if they don't meet these criteria, people will die in America, and that blood will be on their hands. This is our families, our friends, our loved ones, our partners, and that is completely unacceptable to us. If they fail us, they will have failed in their oath to the Constitution to guide us toward a more perfect union. They'll have failed to bend the arc of the moral universe towards justice, and they will have forfeited their right to serve us as leaders.